Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in this video I want to show you one of my favorite ways of customizing my nail polishes that I use for hand-painted dragon eyes. What we have here today is this is a Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear in Breezy Blue. You can use whatever color you like though. And then I'm using some Pearl X pigments. I really love these because they're color fast, they suspend well in a variety of different mediums. And what we're going to be doing here is I'm just removing the brush from the bottle of nail polish. And I have a little modeling spoon tool that, sorry, I don't know, I'm talking funny. A little modeling tool, spoon end that I'm going to be using to scoop and move this pearl pigment. Now, be sure to be in a well-ventilated area and preferably wear some sort of face mask or something while you take this. But I'm just taking these, well, and also, let me show you guys what this looks like before painting it or adding in the different colors. Surely I've got, here we go. I've got just a little eye here that I'm going to do a sample of. And that way you can see what it looks like both on the back side as well as through the front. So I did 2 coats. I'm going to set this off to the side to dry. And now I'm just going to take a little scoop and just start tapping it on in. Now also, something that might be a pretty good idea is to use maybe a piece of paper as a funnel. Just kind of folding over the edge like this. It's actually just a random template that I had on the table. So just use, something that you have on hand. But you can take it and just dump your powder on in there. Because that's probably enough. If I had to guess, I'd say I'm putting in about a half a teaspoon into a relatively full bottle. I'm just tapping the backside just enough to kind of get the hopper to feed through. There we go. Okay, so that's all nice and in there. I'm going to put the cap back on our Pearl X. And then you can also, I've done this pretty successfully with clear nail polishes, just to get, if you just wanted this, this is just the macro pearl. So it's in there. I'm going to shake it up. I don't know if you can hear, but there's that little ball knocking around in there. And you want to be very thorough with this. Okay. So now we're going to pull this back out. And I want to see how this looks. Because this was a little bit of a matte finish. This polish was. And I wanted to give it just a little bit more shimmer. Because I do love some shiny stuff. So there we go, just putting the cap right back on. And so this is how it's looking all over my hand. And that happens, oh well. But okay, so you can kind of see this was our blue without the pearl in it. And this was our blue with the pearl. From the front side, or rather the back side. And then from the glass side, let's see, this was without the pearl, and this was with the pearl. Let's see if I can't zoom in. Seems to deal a little better with that. And it seems to be a very slight kind of sparkling. So we could probably do to put in quite a bit more of the pearl pigment. So let's do that. Okay, so again, I'm going to get a sample here. And I'm actually just going to paint my own thumbnail. And this is just me just trying to get an idea of how this looks. So we've got one coat. Let's go through and do a second coat. Especially when compared to, I'm going to have a bottle over here of the same brand, the same Breezy Blue. This one needs shooken up. And I'm going to do this on my finger, and it has no pearlex in it. Now, I mean, clearly I'm much better at painting dragon eyes, it seems, than I am at painting my nails, but I also don't really care right now. So here you can see, maybe, this is it with the pearl, or rather a very small amount of the pearl. There's a little bit of sparkle happening in there, just a touch though. And this is it without the pearl though. You can see it's much more of a flat, no sparkle. Little bit of sparkle, I mean very little bit of sparkle. So let's go ahead and put lots more of this pearlex pigment into here. Because I mean, I want sparkles for days. And I'm going to bypass the little hopper feed, and I'm just going to take it and dump it in. 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 Now this can act to thicken your polish up a little bit, so it's definitely something to keep in mind. Okay, that should be more than enough to give us a very pearly, pearlescent. Okay, so we'll put that cap back on, and I'm going to shake the heck out of it. There we are. Ooh, okay, so you can really see now. It gives it a much finer shimmer sheen through there. And so now I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to do a coat on this fingernail, as well as, whoop, right here on the glass for the eye. Okay, so can we see a difference between no pearl and pearl? Yep, I feel like there's a difference there. Definitely a little bit more of a sparkle on this one. Okay, and so now we can take a look at the eye and compare. And you can really see that shimmery gloss in that one, as opposed to not a whole lot of one right there. So this was just something to give y'all an idea of how I go about customizing some of my own dragon eyes. And so these are some examples of dragon eyes that I painted a little earlier today. In that way you can buy nail polishes just off the shelf and then customize them to suit your own needs. So if you all have any questions, comments, or ideas, please leave them down below. If you enjoy my free tutorials and would like to support the creation of more of them, as well as get exclusive Patreon content, craft crates and participate in my fairy house giveaways, please check me out on Patreon. There'll be links down below, and also hopefully a little video popping up somewhere on the screen. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I do hope this was helpful to you, and I'll see y'all around. So happy crafting. Bye.